So I recently went through news of Virgin Galactic and went over the top owners and also the latest largest quarterly institutional transactions. And then I saw Renaissance Technology. Holy cow. Welcome to another vlog. Well, first of all, before we take off, make sure to smash that like button because it's a small step for you, but it's a huge step for my channel and it helps the channel. And maybe you know me. If not, if you are considering the 40% that are watching and are not subscribed yet, then this is your one and only opportunity to do so. And now I'm giving you the meat directly in the beginning of the vlog because there's nothing that we need to explain beforehand, okay? I'm a Virgin Galactic investor and I'm heavily researching every piece of content. And you know, I went a little bit deeper and looked into the history, and then I saw something that was actually quite bullish. Very, very bullish, guys, okay? It seems that the most secretive and most strongest, most successful fund are buying into Virgin Galactic. And this happened in Q1 2020. They bought $17 million worth of Virgin Galactic, which represent about 0.5% of the company. So if this happens, this is usually a very bullish sign for a stock. Why? There's a couple of things. First of all, you need to understand the Renaissance fund. But secondly, you also have to understand that this fund is not a fund as any other fund. So let's dive into Renaissance fund. 38 years ago, James Simons, a mathematician, thought, well, Wall Street is all about numbers, and I think I can work around this and I will create an algorithm funded fund. Well said, yeah, well said, very well said. Like for creativity. Now, if he would have this idea, he would need to have more people around him, right? So he brought the best mathematicians out there together to create this very secretive fund. And this fund was very, very successful. It made from 1988 to 2018, before fees, 66% annualized profits, guys. This is insane. Everyone wants to know and want to invest in this fund, but this is impossible. The restrictions are quite hard because he said who wants to invest in the fund must be working for the fund, and therefore you cannot just come there and say I want to place their $1 billion. They have already $110 million under management and made the inventor of this fund, James Simons, about $21.6 billion of net worth. Now, this very successful fund is based only on algorithms. So the algorithms are looking what are the best stocks to invest in, and as you can see, very, very successful. Now, this fund has also something to do with Tesla. Now, they bought during and before and after the huge run of Tesla and profited very, very successfully off the huge run of Tesla. Now, obviously, they seems to know always things before us retail investors know, and the sign that they bought into this quarter is for me a very bullish sign, because this seems that the computers and algorithms of Renaissance Fund seems to see something that is very potential in Virgin Galactic, and I love to see this. Even, you know, I invested a couple of thousands of dollars already, and all about this and what's the current news about Virgin Galactic you should know now in the next segment. So after you know now that Virgin Galactic is also a favorite for the Renaissance phone, I find it quite very interestingly that I wanted to make this vlog for you. You know, I invested in a couple of weeks into Virgin Galactic. All these vlogs you can see on this channel. I make also a couple of live stream where I explain everything what I think is important about Virgin Galactic. So we will not revive this again, and therefore I want to here be very specialized on this Renaissance font purchase, because I think this is something, you know, the Renaissance phone is something that moving money around that is very, very smart, guys, okay? It's smarter than we all. It has algorithms built over 40 years that can outsmart every broker and investor out there by very high chance. Also, they maybe have influence not only of the technical picture, but also other influence. You know, how's the news? How's the market react on news? What's the overall optimistic or negative view on the stock and the company? So I think this is very, very interesting and a very bullish point. Now let's dive into some breaking news for Virgin Galactic, because, you know, I did some research, so I want to share this with you here as well. And I believe that, you know, very small growth companies like this, it's still a $3 billion company, but still considered small compared to Tesla or any other company. I think that you can always find this potential smaller news that can pump up the stock, short term at least, right? And there are two things that I think could pump up the stock, at least short term. Long term vision is all explained in my other vlogs, so go there after this vlog and see for yourself what makes me invest and start a huge position with initial investment now and much more in the later coming weeks and months. And therefore I want to share with you the next couple of news that I think it's important for Virgin Galactic. And what I think is important for the smaller cap companies is that you not only look into the company news, but also in the industry news, in this case the space industry. And we have seen that the recent SpaceX launch of Crew Dragon could really help the Virgin Galactic stock, because it makes space a more touchable and more realized industry than it was ever before. Now we have seen that the last attempt was unfortunately rescheduled to today to make this unbelievable historic launch of 2 astronauts into space by a commercial and private company, SpaceX. And this helped the stock even go 7%, more than 7% up, guys, for Virgin Galactic. Even Virgin Galactic has nothing to do quite specifically, but I have seen in the interviews of NASA and SpaceX that also with this beautiful made live streams, it makes you want to become an astronaut. And which company is currently offering this? Exactly, Virgin Galactic, the only monopole worldwide that is in the near future offering this service. When this happens, the stock will go absolutely nuts. Now forget about what was $40. I think the stock will go to maybe $100 in the very short term only, as maybe a spike, just because we shooting the first people out to space. So this will be absolutely insane. But not only this, so there's another news which is maybe, you know, not so correlated, but you need to see things behind the corner, okay? And I saw just yesterday was launched a new series of Netflix about space with Stephen Carell, one of my favorite comedian actors, and it's a very interesting and nice series and make you wanna be part of the space industry. And with this baby steps, we are going more closer and closer to the space industry, which makes more interesting client to go to space, which makes more revenue for Virgin Galactic, which makes us Virgin Galactic shareholders maybe a bit richer. Okay, So I'm super excited for this journey. I'm thinking that with every puzzle part we can grow, and I'm super excited about all this new entering of the space industry and stock market with this growth stock opportunities. I hope you want to join, subscribe, like this video please, this means the world to me, and yeah, let's take off together.